No, olvídalo, olvídalo. No, no vengas. Ahí está. Prenda en lo que hace frío. A ver qué ofrece.
Greetings, master. What can I do for you?
Got a razor and shears? Good. Make me look decent.
Bigote y mosca, a ver. Vámonos. Se ve menos anciano. Afeitado pero con cola. A ver. Elfo rebelde, a ver. Ah, cabrón. Gracias. Bueno, ya dejémosle ese.
So long.
Gracias, señorita aliencita o aliencito. ¿Eres niña o niño? Ay, sí se ve raro este güey. Gracias por su raid. Sí, es raid, ¿no? Gracias, aliencita. Ah, espera. ¿Qué onda, gordo manco? ¿Cómo estás? Ah, es arriba. Gracias, aliencita, por tu... Sí, es raid, ¿no? Ya no sé. Ya estoy viejo, ya no sé cómo se llama esto. Muchas gracias. Diosito se lo pague. Y por el follow también.
A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
¿Qué onda, Antonio? ¿Cómo estás? Pásale.
The Hambies don't got any medal like that.
Ah, es la bruja extraña, ¿no?
Long story.
We're conducting important business.
Se rajadota.
Catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number that medic. Not like a
Ah, no es
story
bruja,
at
es
all.
médica. Yo pensé que era bruja.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get caught in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen him making out.
Sí, de hecho sí, le ganó un sapo gigante. Tiene suerte.
Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
Entonces ya jugaron el DLC. Esto.
There's no denying her beauty, but she's not my type.
Talking out your ass, mate.
You're passing on quite the catch.
She looked at me like she does you.
I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
No, de hecho no te conozco.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice.
Ah, es
Shortly
doctora.
thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
Yeah, classic Radovid.
Can't complain, really. I've lived at home since the fighting subsided, resumed my practice, and simply treat the ill. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? And you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Maté a un príncipe, me convertí en prisionero. Sí, esa es la verdad.
Where do I
Por
start?
eso tiene esa jeta cortada.
All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, and Ophiri wanted that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. A man named Gontar O'Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Mercader de espejos. Dile.
Met him a while back in White Orchard. At the time, he claimed he dealt in mirrors.
Mirrors. Buy one from him that grants your wishes?
Something like that. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts.
Ya seas culo, güey, revívelo.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett.
Simón, del que no muere.
In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Ygrid, Von Estiken, Von Everett.
Everett.
It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count
Se
on
ve
you.
bien raro
I'm
Geralt
off.
con ese corte.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Listo. Reúnete con Shani en la cripta familiar. Va. Y eso es en... Ok, otra vez está allá arriba. Ah, no, esa es otra. ¿Cómo llego ahí? Aquí. Está lejos, si me da huevo a caminar. Aunque tenga caballo. Vesque. Viaje rápido. Me salieron un montón de cosas nuevas. Tanto que me tardé en acabar el mapa. Casi. Me faltan cuevas. Aquí. El de... ¿Sigues ahí, gordo manco? ¿Ya viste cómo sí salen alertas? No te mentía, sí salen, güey. Entonces... Ay, cabrón. Hey ya. Ay, perdón. Mucho gas de coca. Aguanta, güey. Ah, se queda una cascadota. Del otro lado, caballo. Ah, aquí vivían los Bonnever, quién sabe qué.
Take it easy. Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Nimble hands you got there.
I should hope so. I'm a surgeon.
Think I prefer you using them this way.
Less blood?
More beauty.
There's a beauty to surgery, I assure you.
I know. Just out here, in this landscape, it does more for me than in an operating room. Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Ok, los demás textos, ¿no?
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah. Too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
Vámonos. No, esa no. Antorcha. Esa. Espera. Ah. ¿Por qué no se prende? ¿Tengo que hacerlo normal? Sí. Jaja, monedas. Von Everett.
Wraiths. This wouldn't be easy.
Ah, malditas brujas. Ah, la ataca.
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Malditas. Órale. Órale. Ay, ¿por qué no puedo hacer un ataque fuerte? ¿Por la antorcha? Ah, sí. ¡Tada!
Surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Votive fire. Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Aquí.
Alexei, age 19. Beloved son and brother.
Ok, ese no era. Y aquí está el Von Everett que busca. El cabrón. Oh, no. No sé quién sea. Ah, qué pedo, ¿cómo regreso? Ya me perdí. Oh, espera. Todo róbales, luego se lo vendemos al enano. ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Aguanten! Yo le estaba pensando, ahí te la araña. ¿Por qué no hay arañas? Ardan en el infierno, paganas. Órale, órale. No, 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 no. Ah, espera. Esas arañas. Una por una, malditos. Ay, cabrón. Ay, cabrón. No. Ay. Ches arañísimas. No hay nivel, vámonos. A no ser que haya una araña gigante. Eso tal vez sí me mate. Chingate una patata. Digo, una papa. Oh, eran hongos. Cada tumba sí. Hay tesoros. Su velita. Ah, para eso era la llave. Okay.
Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Has obtenido un objeto de misión. Presiona RB para echarlo. Ok.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
Ah, genial. ¿Y luego?
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Lista, ya lo esparcí. ¿Y luego? ¿Ya va a salir el diablo? Órale.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everek's rise only for von Everek blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
Ah, fantasmas payasitos. Ah, sí les hace daño.
For Olgierd's blood.
Técnicamente pueden morir otra vez. No, solo se hacen un mito. Ah, aguanta. Ja.
My. Ornery whore sons those von Evereks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everek, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones.
Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks.
And Grandmum too.
De la abuela.
Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is.
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swine corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We've on Everix have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Primero, ¿cómo te moriste?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5-1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swine.
Mamoncito.
I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Y así murió Geralt.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Leave Shani out of this.
Ah, is that a name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Che, fantasma calenturiento.
Ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, sugar plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case,
Se le quiere dar.
I've got a better idea. You see, I've a friend who's getting married. She invited me to the wedding, but I need an escort. I had hoped that when Geralt saw me weaving the garland for the wedding, he'd invite me, but, well, I hoped wrong.
All is not lost, Pudding. I shall escort you. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm
Ya
not
anda
fond
aquí
of
sin.
temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
Ah, perro fantasma. Lo logro.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Eso. No, pues esta no.
We're just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love. No heartfelt
admissions,
confessions.
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Ooh.
So shame.
Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning. So, soft in the head or the loins.
¿Qué compraste?
Ah, the pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
¿Qué compraste, Kissy? ¿Qué pasó, Juan? Ahí voy, espérame.
A comely maid.
Uy, espérate, fantasma. Espérame, Kissy. ¿Qué anda, Kner? Ya volví.
You're quite the fool if you've not plowed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses? This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
No signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight.
Eres un fantasma, ¿no puedes volar? Mejoras de máquinas, maquinitas, una estación de ladrones, un Lambo, el carro de Batman, al fin mi punto de avión ruso rompemauders, un moto, Mad Max, un jetpack, una nueva oficina y una máquina demo y más espacio de almacén para mi club. ¡Hala! Luego me invitas, quisieron para ver todo eso. Qué sexy se ve en el Xbox. Ah, ¿me estás viendo a través de Xbox? Si se ve el 720, 60 cuadros.
Stable withers. Well, well.
So you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
Bueno, ya se cayó a correr.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there.
Salió corriendo esa cosa.
We snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
¿Te imaginas que vieras así los fantasmas? Qué loco. Von Everek. Llegamos, Von Everek. Yes, thank you, Gandalf. Digo, ¿quién da Juan? ¿Va a jugar GTA? Tal vez, sí, en el rato. ¿De qué trata ese juego? De Witcher, un brujo malvado. Ve la serie para que la entiendas. Porque este es más largo que la serie. Uf, este es mío. ¿Vamos a ir por tu tele el fin o qué?
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed?
Semana Negra hay una serie de The Witcher.
At that jewel side in a rank tunic.
Estoy viendo Ricky y Morty. Una serie de machos, cabrón, para que ya te salga
One
pelo.
daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
This'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
¿Te estás muriendo, mano?
Actually quite amusing this way.
Ah, una doctora que el brujo, que bueno, un fantasma se le metió a Geralt. El pedo está así, es el DLC. Ya acabé el juego. Esta madre se trata de que tengo que ayudar a un pinche, no sé qué chingado sea, hechicero, a concederle deseos a un güey que es inmortal. Y este es el primero. El primero que me pidió era ayudar a su carnal muerto, que se divirtiera. Pero como está muerto, lo reviví y está ahorita en mi cuerpo. ¿Has visto Ghost, la sombra del amor? Así. Así, pero en The Witcher. Ah, es un pedo muy extenso.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes
Es
today.
huevón, güey.
Dramatically, I'd say.
Entonces cuando vamos por
He's
tu
never
tele el
been very
domingo,
talkative to start with.
la otra
He's been a
semana.
fool, but I shall make up for that now.
¿Eh?
Will you marry me?
Técnicamente
big
nada,
step,
pero
but I
creo que
will
mañana
think
voy a una
about
peda y
it.
de ahí me van a invitar el
For
domingo a
now,
otra cosa.
we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
¿Eh?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Ah, eso sí.
For a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy
¿Qué onda,
myself.
Pats?
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to
Con
the
esos
newlyweds.
14K le
Please
veo el
make sure
bigote.
your
Estoy bien
friend
guapo.
doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that
Guayera.
nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life.
Mi hija tiene
Instead of
100
going
años, no
around
se va a
solving
relajar.
everyone's problems.
Está aburrido. ¿Sí no, Juan?
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
Oh,
That's
como la
not
Cenicienta.
enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This
Cómo
way,
cambia.
my strawberry.
¿Ya llegan tus audífonos,
Hello
Pax?
world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you,
No mames,
my
hasta el 2,
dear
¿por qué, güey?
Rhubarb.
¿No era en Vía Express? ¿No checaste
Beware
eso?
of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
Es perro
I
este,
shall
güey.
introduce you to the newlyweds now.
No, se le envió full. Bueno, algo es algo, Pax.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Y por las fechas, ¿no? Ya anda, Agnes.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
¿De qué? ¿De qué sitio?
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and
Hay de más
happiness.
sabores.
Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
¿Esos son los que se casan?
My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt.
Gerardo del Río. Oh, sí.
Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
Saque la carne asada para el 31. Uy, no, esos son los regios, carnal. Aquí no hacemos eso. Todo el norte del país sí lo hace. Lo que compré es las playeras chidas y joggers. ¿Qué son joggers, Pax? Si me duermo aquí estaré mi Xbox encendido para que lo vea. Va, tápese.
Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, mesalliance.
Oh, you never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same.
Se casó por compromiso.
Not at love's first blossoming, but give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
Ya. No sabía, Pax, no sabía.
You say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
Very strange.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start. We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Me encanta The Witcher. ¿Qué anda aquí? Sí. A ver, participa en las actividades hasta medianoche. Ah, shit. ¿Estás en serio?
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, meaning.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? The king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honored. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Puerco. Órale, cabrón, jálele, pinche cochino.
Shame there's no painted here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a
Es difícil manejar un puerco, Handy, ¿sabes?
This is how one chases a porker.
Ah, espera.
Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Sígueme, tarado. Que me sigas, pues.
You see that, Shani? One big pen.
Y ahí te quedas, culero. Gané.
Feel foolish peasants?
Va a venir tu
Learn
novia,
a
güey.
lesson from your better. Or the
Estate
pig's
atento, porque
pen?
aquí no escucha ni madre.
Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisted?
I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind.
Meaning you cheated and shan't be crowned king of the swineherds.
Shani, what is it Geralt says in these situations? Damn it.
Yes, that's it.
Damn it. Now for what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shani. I've had enough of these hay seeds.
That's
me,
great.
Shani. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really? It's unimportant. Nothing at all.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. I woo and woo, yet you do not succumb. So I can't help but wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing.
Pero eres Geralt, perro.
Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't.
Me mojé con lo que dijo Geralt.
I know it all.
Yo también, carnal. ¿Qué anda,
I
bufón?
shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons?
¿Qué andarí, pollo?
Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad,
Ahora no espante, cabrón.
Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish.
También.
Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Y van a madrear a Gerald unos briagos.
We're the Mrs. Brothers.
Unos borrachos.
And we swore to our
Sí.
down his dying day,
Más que me
we'd
liga a su
keep
vieja.
those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind wedding.
Nivel de Ted Bunny.
We all heard your
De nuestro papito Zac Efron o de quién.
What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak, but first we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence balls right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everett of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Pinche Gerald loco. Cincho, yo apenas me di cuenta que ya está en Netflix. ¿A poco está en Netflix? Ah, perro. Con más razón voy a comprarme uno.
Perfect fit for your you plowing gentle foot.
Ah, ¿no puedo usar trucos? Está bien, está bien.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned Crichton creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boor. And with a maiden watching.
Easy. Desde julio que salió. Ah, bueno, pero ves que luego tardan en subirles.
Got yourself a match for a Von Everett. Now, Witcher, away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods, quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so...
Cállese, señora, no le hable usted.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Ah, bueno. Sasha ni siquiera se hace del rogar.
Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Zapato. Vamos a pescar un chingo de zapatos. Creo que son todos. Señorita.
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Easy.
What kind of tune? Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster until we expire.
Ay, ¿cómo ve, don Bufón? ¿Sí se la come el Bloody? No me gusta cómo habla. ¿Quién? ¿Gerald o yo? Hola, muchacha.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musician,
los espejos, ahí
something
está.
lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Creo que el que hizo la voz es un viejito. Creo.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many, and not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all, though none to match your charms. Seems the music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
Yes, but admit it. It was fantastic, eh?
Is there anything you do that's not fantastic?
The ladies loved my kisses, not to mention the other tricks I perform with my lips.
Yes. We'd best not mention those. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a
Muermo espantoso.
Please.
Eres un
Very
muermo.
well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost is inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Ah, ya se quiere.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, it was actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gunter Odin, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
Bah! I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Me cae bien el fantasma.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
The capping start, yes?
If I may, I'd show you
Y baila.
Don't let me stop you.
Hola. Sandy y era Landa Briago. Bailando cumbión. ¿Cómo te vas a comprarte? Sí, eso es más caro. Esa madre es piedra, Handy. No, tienes que invertir si quieres uno bueno. Arriba de 8, ¿no? Uno bueno. Que digas, este sí es como. Pepo Dance, ándale, che, era el briago, sí, se baila.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cut. May the sail many up there, and may the gods
Corre, Shiny, que me faltan actividades.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, woo scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know, everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon, ate his fill of food, not fire, then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sensed something awry. Perhaps the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. He'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap, typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Se fue a chingar a la esposa. Así es, carnal.
Nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure
Es
you're
brujo,
up to
se
it?
puede comer a quien
You're not
quiera.
actually a witcher,
¿O de quién hablamos?
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
¿Tú ya lo jugaste, bufón? ¿O ya viste la serie?
A bone not so clean I've only ever seen two like this. One in an anto, the other when I caught his shaft, not even to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems, or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. And judging by its house, Demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now. A broken branch.
¿Por qué escuchar Shiny? ¿Por qué no lo has jugado, bufón? Está bueno. Si tienes Xbox, aprovecha. Está la edición con este DLC, el otro y el juego completo por 500 varos, creo. Y lo vale. Oye, esos gritotes, Handy. Se están nalgueando en algún lado.
A spark spitter's cap, if ever I've seen one. As gesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions then.
Ay, sí se están nalgueando, hijo.
And a coward.
Esos borrachos putos. Pues, ¿quién necesita mujeres? Ok, ahí está el Demon.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster! A demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you
Señorita.
listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off.
¿Eres un señorito, Handy?
Keep calm. Stay close.
You shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Ahora, con calma, pinche borracho. No quiero usar Axia,
Gags! Bear!
Bear, that, as much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you want.
Ay, cabrón, aguanta, pinche cerdo. Ay, cabrón. Cálmate, maldita bestia de 4 patas. Juan, me ataca un cerdo, güey. La verga. Y pega duro el maldito. Un oso.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
The Witcher. Juan,
The
¿cómo me
missing fire blower is missing no more.
Quiero otra para jugar Minecraft.
It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Me lo tragó alcohol, que no va a explotarle la panza. No. Oh, sí, nuevo nivel, perro.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again.
Personaje. Momento, ¿qué estoy haciendo? ¿Cuál es el de...? ¿Dónde está Axia? Igni. Irden. Ken. Art. Ken. Acción. Esa es la que hay que evolucionar.
Might be a witcher for damn certain.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Me cae bien el fantasma handy. Ah, chido. Oh shit. Vamos a apostar. ¿Carta? Yo no sé jugar. Nunca he jugado. Ahora no se muera, cabrón. ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Ah, sí. Ya no sirve. ¿Por qué ya no sirve? Vamos a hinchar un demonio. No sé jugar esta cosa. Pero bueno, aquí estamos, ¿no? Pero, my turn. Ok. Pues te voy a echar al mismo, ¿cómo ve? Che, vato pestoso. Ah, este se ve poderoso. ¿Qué hubo? Soltan chiva. ¡Ah, perro! Pondré una ballesta. Fuck yeah. Ah, catapulta, perro. Va. Es un venado. Pues yo también, ¿cómo ve? Ah, no fue su catapulta. Your turn. Witcher. Tal vez pierda, Handy. No sé jugar baraja de medieval. No, de hecho, no sé ni qué estoy haciendo. A ver, tiene más ataque ese perro. ¿Esto dónde va? Mames, pensé que se iba a ponerle algo encima. Perro, ¿qué es eso? Me está invadiendo mis nalguitas. Me voy a dejar. Ah, perro, echó un espía. Así, pues yo echaré esto, ¿cómo ves? Jaja. Congelados, motherfucker. Hay esperanza, creo. Tu rival ha pasado. Ah, qué foto. ¿Qué es esta? Cambia la fuerza de las cartas de combate de ciudad. Damos jugadores a uno. Y esta. Ay, nada. Esta mejor. Todos a uno, ¿cómo ves? Ah, perros. Eso, ya le di en su madre un diamante. Soy bueno, Handy, al parecer, jugando Yu-Gi-Oh medieval. Entonces el Solus lo voy a guardar. Ah, perro. Va, fuck yeah. Ah, no la quería usar, pero bueno. Your turn. ¿A qué pedo? Perdí. Avisen. Turno del rival. Trabuquete. Ah, chinga, perdí. Hombre.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement.
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Neta, perdí mi dinero.
Exactly.
Es que un pinche fantasma anda apostando por mí.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Go show.
I think you look charming.
Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion.
Drink with us. Don't make us beg. We're toasting drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your health and happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough.
Listo, todas.
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it over. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Dick. My, what a lovely dress. The colour suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still played a paid invitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often, pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Ok, Don Fantasmón no era tan valiente. Era culo, Handy.
It's all right. That was We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
Lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
So be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. But it would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shani. Take your place.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give her a few weeks, and we'll toast their lovely bear with its pale and ruffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another side. Brides will love eternal, bride will let's beware, or she'll make you a cuckold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? Storm of college brow. Must be said
Gallant, gallant, gallant,
gown. You get the cow out above the calf the hay. So drink and be merry.
Whoever caught the gallant shall be next to wed.
¿Cómo por qué? Infeliz escribiendo.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't! I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, I think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shawnee, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everick, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everick will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid after all.
Por ella, Geralt.
There it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Te voy a poner un putazo.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits.
Bien, Geralt, lo primero que encuentras es
Small strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
Dwarves, poor smooth weights, fuck, sure, blame that on us too.
A Rowan. Shani mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Ah, y era un romántico.
Yes?
Yes.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
He remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts. I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
That was background. What I remember most, the mood, the feelings, the people I met. And those I met for the second time in my life.
You're right. I was up to my elbows in work, but those were good times. They're nice memories.
For me too.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent. But don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but It's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
I wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Oh, changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Señorita, eso no se
Promised you
pregunta.
this night. Aim to keep my word, and I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
La neta sí.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm. Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake.
Ya cómetela, Geralt.
What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Sí. Ah, porque no le he probado, no sé cómo está. ¿Qué anda, Knir? Si quieres lo jugamos esa. Ah, la 50, ¿no? Ya se encueraron, Juan. Está baneado otra vez mi canal. Porque se están encuerando. Yeah. Lo van a bañar, lo vale, Pax, lo vale. Digo, yo lo haría. Tápate los ojos, Agnes. Por eso vale la pena de Witcher.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Ay, está muy fácil, ¿no? ¿Tu peluquero? Verde. Esto sí está rudo esto.
Apareció ahorita una niña, ahorita vi un par de niños desaparecidos. Está feo.
Cosas del diablo, mané.
No mames.
Sí, eso es lo malo.
Y ves que hace mucho agarraron unos secuestradores en el depo.
Ajá. Yo por eso no salgo, manitas. Aquí me la vivo. Si era el morboso, partió con una muchacha. Guarda, no guardado la partida. Adiós, Ruko, ya lo bañaron. No. Nel, si es de juegos no te pueden banear. Bien, obviamente. Yo está baneado. Misiones. Se supone que ya hice. Cuento liguear la tarea. Si falta contarle ese pendejo. Bueno, voy al baño. Primero. Tirar el miedo, gente. Ahí aguanta.
No vaya. Me pueden secuestrar.
Ándale. ¿No? Y encuerados, Handy. Eso es lo que perturba a la gente, güey. ¿Dónde chingados estoy? Mapa de... Ah, ¿te acuerdas que un profe pone esa y le dice a sus alumnos sanacos? La neta sí. No, porque ahí sí la van a cantar, güey. Y ahí me van a atacar, pero a mí. Ah, sí, pinche profe naco, ¿no? Con esa Bad Bunny. Ya déjenme. Ajá. ¡Ah!
Y salió a documentar, ¿no? De que suenan tan perfectos que los niños no reconocen tanta belleza. Y pues porque ahorita están atarragados de publicidad reggaetonera.
Sí, de hecho sí. Mucho autotune. No, mames. Para agarrarlos a madrazos esos niños. Regrésate a Kinder, cabrón.
Estás mal, estás mal.
Estás pero bien. Tu papá no te quiere. Tan, tararán. No manches, Candy. Viva Instagram, ¿no?
Simón.
Long live, etc., etc.
Long live to me. Caray, esta es la cocina.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity? Or nosiness as common as the clap?
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. A mage helped you, right?
I'll give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
Dim transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel, in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everett, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter? You like to talk about yourself.
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a Dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince. Wanted to be a frog. Became a frog.
Your band. Chosen some interesting specimens.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks. Every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages. Others I gathered on the road. And a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say?
¿Vas a jugar, Iripollo?
Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
Ah, este Witcher es perfecto, Manuel. ¿Y tu novia ya no llegó? Ah, yo pensé que salía antes y que apenas venía. ¿A qué hora sale ella? Ah, ya merengues. No manches. Oye, ¿cómo es la vida godín en vacaciones? ¿También va el metro hasta la madre? Es lo único bueno, ¿no? Pero te dieron aguinaldo, pero a mí no me dieron nada. Te dieron un pavo.
My, a witcher. Something tells me I'll finally get something interesting to do.
Sure doesn't look like you're short on work.
Ya estoy hasta la madre.
So, this. A Redanian army order. But there's no pleasure in it.
Nelhan, dijiste que el año para aguante.
Time and again, no finesse required.
Looking to perfect your craft.
Aguántate.
Of course. Crafting's like ploughing a maid. Fall into a rut and... Well, sure, you'll get the job done, but there'll be no hoops, no hollers, no standing ovation. So, got any special requests for me? Help me stay on form?
Still talking about armor, aren't we?
Aye. What else would it be?
Show me what you have in stock.
Te voy a vender eso, te voy a vender eso, botas, un pantalón feo. Ah, perro, sí vende cosas chidas. Chale, sí, los compro. Es tentador. No, porque necesito dinero para esas cosas.
Show me what you have in stock.
Solo repara mis cosas. Bye.
So long.
No, espera. Si se las vendemos, entonces ya no hay pérdida. Sí, entonces sí.
Greetings again.
¿Me apoyas,
So,
Manuel?
You got a job for me, an interesting one.
Show me what you have in stock.
Cierto, no había pensado en eso. Oh, visito al otro. El de la montaña está más chingón. A ver si mejora el otro.
So long.
Ay,
Are you a witcher?
es la subasta.
Just wait. The witch hunters will see to you.
Ah, Witcher. Novigrando, Skellige. Aquí mero. ¿Qué hueva tengo? No,
The favor Lady Brown did for her son Shubin.
You know Morgan's birthday tomorrow?
crying.
May your axe never crumble.
Ah, no está. Shit. ¿Qué estás viendo?
That's, adornments.
So you're back. Was right, wasn't I?
Sí, más o menos.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Ujú. Sí, este güey sí tiene cosas más chidas. La pregunta es ¿cuál me pondré? Ah, hmm. Ujú. Primero lo simple, las guantes. Ujú. Estos. Pantalones, botas. Todos te dan creo lo mismo. Ah, no, espera. 81. 81. Ah, pues estas. Era la difícil la armadura. 210. 210. 1. Párate, Juan. Te paras todo puteado, carnal.
So long.
¿Te vas a dormir? Bien triste. Inventario. Eso. Pásale. Ah, gastaré las chidas. ¿Cómo se...? Sí, nada. Las guardaré. Ah, sí, no vi sus espadas. A ver.
So you're back. Was right, wasn't I?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
No vi las espadas. Bueno, ya que está ahí aquí. No vale la pena invertir en armaduras. Ah, ¿no tienes espadas? ¿Me estás timando? Ah, no tiene espadas.
So long.
Bueno, vámonos.
It's nothing. Wait, wait.
A master. Ah, qué pedo.
Long live
Long live the king.
This the Brasotti Brothers auction house?
Seems it. Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternising with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting. And this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier.
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Besodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
I'm afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders! Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Oh, the lads will be rolling back in the barracks.
Sut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Ches feitos. 1, 2, 3, 4. ¿Cuánto alcanza esto a estirarse?
Appreciate the help.
Just note, always had a mind to see into old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah ha! Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye, and I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Neuve and Longendijk.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst would like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you in.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it.
Qué milagro, joven, ¿cómo ha estado?
Promissory notes. All right, up we go.
Egg, white gold, and mother of pearl with topaz incense.
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms, Vimy.
What about in Kaveri Marks?
Come on. You know damn well that makes no sense.
Enfermo de gripe y tos. Yo, descansando de las vacaciones, carnal.
Aye, and?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation.
De las vacaciones de mi trabajo. Ya no sé qué digo.
Taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignol. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prek in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing quite. Ah, there's Yaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs.
Simón, carnal, y hay puntos de canal, ya los activó Twitch.
Oh, smell it, Geralt. That's the scent of coin.
Aparte de los que ya había normalmente. Pero sí, ya hay, carnal.
Yaramir, might we trouble ye a wee spell?
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blather with us about the paintings on the blog today.
Ya acabamos la del Gears el domingo pasado.
Not calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend.
True. Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
Truly? We ought to see what. Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Noob? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
Es un Gears remasterizado entre muchas comillas. ¿Qué? ¿El 5? ¿O cuál de todos? Ah, ya, sí es un Gears remasterizado. No, sí está buena la historia, está muy buena. Lo único bueno de ese juego. Pero para ti, mi querido Viejo, entiendo ¿cuál de estos cuadros es obra de Edward van der Noob, el maestro de Maribor? ¿Sabes qué, perro? No me vas a vencer, güey. No me vas a vencer, perro. Sí, como el culo, los servidores jamás cambiará. No, los servidores ya jalan, ya entra y todo. El pedo es que te mete con gente muy pendeja, güey. Ok, no viene esto. Tal que sea.
The pastoral scene, I think.
Incorrect. But I suppose I might have expected your gaze to look onwards to the country. Adieu.
Soy que mamón, ¿eh?
What a jackass.
Ah, fuck him. Typical aristocrat. I've grown accustomed.
How unimportant.
Funny.
I'd rather.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam,
Creo que eso jamás tendré que decirlo, incluso a mí que soy todo pro player en mi juego, pero pierdo partidas por gente estúpida. Me he cargado de equipos enteros y ni así gano. Enteros que no sé escribir. A carnal se entiende, tú tranquilo. Pero sí, así son todos los juegos. ¿Por qué? No sé. Pues juego campaña.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Well, have we met?
Mind if I ask how the Countess became interested in us, humble monster slayers?
I've some pleasant associations, dating from my oh-so-distant youth.
Didn't you say such things, Countess? You look right fetching to me.
That's very kind, Master Vivaldi. But apart from my Veda Maniaca, I also own a number of mirrors.
Your most prized piece, what would it be?
An armor element. An antique. School of the Wolf. From 1234.
Classic. Is it up for sale?
I fear not. It's a memento. One of great sentimental value.
But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps he could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest transaction fee.
¿No
tienes pensado en ponerle nombre a los puntos que activó Twitch? Ni sé cómo hacerlo, güey. Es como ya he estado trabajando, ya ni idea de lo que ha pasado aquí. Uno nada más viene a jugar, ¿verdad? Genial, compré cosas.
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Acuérdate que nomás vengo a jugar blind.
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic. Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes.
Yo traté de hacer una pelea en forma de poema, me quedó medio rara, pero preciosa a la vez porque...
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
Está bien, haré su misión.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
Psst. The cat-eyed one. That's Geralt.
Some spilled wine. Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Sí, viejita, ¿conoces hasta el viejito? Viejita, viejito. Uno de los mejores. ¿Ya los publicaste, Blanc? ¿Ya andas publicándolos otra vez o ya no?
Don't mind at all. But before I answer, I also wouldn't mind knowing how you knew each other.
Oh, I've told no one. Not ever. But I suppose I owe you an explanation. It was the winter of 1234. A beast prowled the streets of Oxenford. A fledder, I believe. A contract was issued, a notice posted, and a witcher appeared. Vesemir, of the School of the Wolf. He came through our estate, tracking the beast. Our eyes met. Something sparked. I wrote him a message, asked my governess to deliver it. He visited under the cover of night after
Me dio mal del puerco.
On one such occasion, my father heard something. Vesemir had to flee. So quickly, he left behind his gambeson.
Ah, the first piece. The start of your collection.
Yes, but also the end of our love. Father had an arrest warrant issued, then quickly married me off. I was fortunate. My husband died young, leaving me a sizable fortune. And thus, I have lived on memories.
afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
Che viejita loca. Ya no andas triste, Blind. Qué chido, carnal. ¿Cuál fue el secreto, Blind?
Albert! It's been years. Allow me to introduce you. Geralt of Rivia.
Enchanted.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
Not a bad deck, Nilfgaard, but I'll take the Northern Realms over it any day.
Ah, understood. A patriot.
You ought to know, Hilbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player. Superb.
We got a minute before the auction starts, so... Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Maybe around?
Suppose it's not whether you win or lose. Sure, I'm game.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Naturally. Geralt, might you have a wee word?
What is it?
Well, mate, since I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. I find as fair so as you can.
Pretty clear now why you wanted us to meet.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin, then a stink. So, what'll it be?
Well, you did help with the guards at the door. All right. 10% of any winnings is yours.
Any chance for a 15?
Don't push it, Vimy.
Es chido ese güey.
All right. Game on.
Un perro sin mamadas. Tener a mi perrita me ha ayudado mucho. A ver. Siempre hay cosas, Blind. Siempre hay cosas. No entiendo un carajo. Ah, ya, aquí me las agrego. A ver. Tú saca todas. Vamos a agregar a este vato. Nah, ese vato no, se ve piterón. Tal vez me gane, ¿no? Pero pues ni pedo. Niebla, lluvia. Esta y otra niebla. Listo, a pelear. Todo el verso, una probadita. ¿De qué carnal? A ver, no, pero manda nada más un cacho. Acuérdate que los bots banean si mandas mucho. Jaskia. Your turn. Ok, ¿qué hizo el perro? No sé qué estoy haciendo. Ah, qué cool. Se frena. Yo también paso, ¿cómo ve? ¿Qué anda? ¿Qué anda? Ah, ya ves, sí te banearon. No los debiste poner. Ah, perro. Shit. Oh, perro, ¿cómo hizo eso? Me va a putear. Ah, no, ya le rompí un cristal, pero en esta sí me va a ganar. Shit. Ay, va a volver a ganar la que sigue. Sí, aún no le entiendo.
You're not all bad, but it ain't enough to outplay me.
That's so. How about a rematch?
Apologies, mate, but I only ever play any bloke once. Var file, as them pointy ears say.
Oh, hard luck, Geralt. Your cards, though. You find them in the crapper. Didn't line up, did they?
Esteemed ladies, honourable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
Ya te desbanearon blind.
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horst Bosodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid?
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! Knew the bug would get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumour has it the figure harbours a treasure inside. A rumour one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price, quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150. Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance?
Nah.
Going once? Twice?
Yo quiero la casa, no una estatua fea.
The Honourable Yaramir enters a bid of 300. Any advance on 3? 300 going. Countess Mignol at 350 going once? Twice? Lot number 1, the mysterious brass figurine, sold to Countess Mignol.
Te que saber
Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a bargain at 20 crowns. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns, it's practically naught.
Nah.
Good folk. Is no one tempted? Atypical in style, true, but worthy of the vestibule, surely. Do I hear 10 crowns? A mere 10. Ah, at last a buyer. 10 crowns once, twice, and going thrice. Lot number 2, Starry Night over the Pontar, sold to Master Yaramir.
And now...
Lot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth, spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny dexterous hands of the gnome masters. Once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor. Starting price of 200 crowns. Anyone tempted? Gwent Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaramir Ivanovich Zaitsev. Going once? Twice?
Esas sí las quiero.
Incredible. With the white-haired gentleman now, good folk, at 350 crowns. A generous offer indeed. Any advance? 350 going once? Going twice? Sold! Invaluable spectacles to the white-haired gentleman. Exceedingly glad they'll be useful. May they serve you well, sir. Oh, the excitement. With the 3 lots behind us, we'll go to an intermission. Amenities abound. Please partake. We'll resume shortly.
Hey, la casa.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Bosodi! Come on, before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
Qué modales, qué modales. Si compro la mera cháchara carnal.
Dear friend and associate, Geralt
Sí.
of Rivia.
Who comes uninvited?
Mejor por susurro blind porque Twitch ya ves cómo es.
But you've gained by my presence. Dropped a hefty pile of crowns here.
I'm not like Vivaldi. Profit alone only goes so far for me. I seek more. The auction house is primarily a meeting place for the local elite. I I needn't tell you. An itinerant mutant doesn't quite fit in.
Got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
The Borsodi's auction house. I'm assuming the name's no coincidence. Got a relative I could talk to? Someone, how do I say this? A smidgen less irritating.
Ya, anda aquí.
Name's a historical legacy, Geralt. Auction house was founded by two brothers, Horst's father and an uncle. In this generation...
I and only I am it. So get to the point, now.
Right, let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
From Olgierd von Everec. Name mean anything to you?
It does.
Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hemmelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It was a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
Ah, mamoncito, el pelón gordo. Ya va, ¿qué vas a jugar, Kisin? También los tatuajes hechos con filero. Ah, eso se los quemó el señor de los espejos.
Your swords, master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honourable gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Gathering place for the elite, truly. Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Booger's going down!
Ah, perro. Ches fotos. Tiene 100 años, no le van a ganar. Ay, tal vez sí. Oráculo, aguanta el pedo. Marcado como Poe, pero de allá abajo, ¿no? GTA va a jugar o qué eso, no sé, no sé.
Law doesn't say how fast though, so you can sit tight a while.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a witcher brings gold.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
How do you know I was looking for the house?
I was at the auction. Disguised, of course. That argument on the topic was hard to miss.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist? Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist, lives near Oxenford. Ask for some yarrow extract. He'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
Todo está truqueado por el panzón de arriba. Ábrete, sésamo. ¿Qué dijiste, perro? Ah, ¿verdad, Joto? Bueno, fue divertido. 3 horas de Witcher cumplidas. Marcado por el diablo. Como sea, igual voy a comprar mejoras para el golpe. Tuti, ¿cómo mejoro mi moto voladora? La MK